Okay. How do I draw? How do I draw? I make a poll that makes people who would get banned for the speech from the speech for hate speech very angry. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Okay. Now, I could probably I'll bump the brush density up to like 60%. That way, it's like, you know, there's reason for me to go back over the same area. Whose death made you happier, Margaret Thatcher or Ronald Reagan? I feel like this is an unfair poll because most of my, I imagine most of my community is American, or that there's a significantly better, you know, there's more Americans or people who are affected by the, you know, negative decision making of Ronald Reagan than there were who were affected by Margaret Thatcher. So, like, you know, it does feel like a bit of a rigged poll. Let's see. You got very rounded ears. Cynic, think of the 260 stream streak, Sweet Bean. Very, very rounded ears, mustache, glasses. I'll probably need to, okay. Here, let's start on the stuff that, welcome to Cossack. Glad I get Sweet Bean. Salutation isn't good borbings. We do be borbing. Okay. Start first with the eyes.
Rats, we're the rats.
Was it
Okay,
Chris?
sorry for saying this out loud, but it's awful and it needs to be said. Do you think Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher are making out sloppy style in a deep layer of hell?
Probably. Considering their economics are basically 1-to-1 the same. You know, how dare you make me hear this with my own ears? What are you talking about? This is flavor. This is a banger. Late nights and alone, a sapling prays to grow, to see you in the phone, through paths unknown. No, the Reagan and Thatcher thing. I mean, there is an absolute banger of a song that
Rats,
oh, what's up, Chris?
we're the rats.
So Starky with the Summer Games Fest. Alien Isolation 2-1.
I guess when it gets released. Assuming, of course, that I have the money to purchase it. Cause you feel the same, and when I water the roses, I can't trust you to stay. It's caroling neath the simmering moon, just a love-struck fool. What do I do but wait for you? Cause that's just the last stream I started. I started to low-key start shipping a crack ship that's a forbidden love. Hear me out. Hear me out. Glagos X Am. Glag OX, I have no idea what I know what AM is, but I have no idea what Glag is. GLaDOS? Welcome on, Metakiller. Glad to have you. Let's see. GLaDOS. I mean, yeah, they would get they would have a lot to talk about. How are you, Sweet Bean? I'm doing okay. I'm very, very tired. It's been a bit of it's not necessarily even been a hard Friday. It's just I'm just like burnout, which is like, you know, not new. Luckily this weekend I do actually get like a nice bit of time off in terms of like not having any like extremely like complex plans. So I'm probably just gonna like end up sleeping a lot. You know, the whole fall apart into like gelatinous sludge and then reconstitute myself in preparation for next week. Which, like, it happens. Let's see. I definitely want to try to... I think I want to pull the snout in a little bit. Feel so stupid because you feel the same. And when I water the roses, I can't trust you to stay. So carefully beneath the shimmering moon, just a love-struck fool. What do I do but wait for you? Wait, Margaret Thatcher won?
Rats. We're the
Wild.
rats.
What's up, Chris?
By the power of mayonnaise, I'm manifesting 1,000 chicken nuggets on your doorstep.
No, that's not
Without
how...
any sauce.
That's not really how that works. I mean, yeah, if it did work, I wouldn't complain, but also like that's not, I disbelieve.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Do you think Kasai dips his chicken nuggets in mayonnaise?
Oh, absolutely.
I think he does.
That does remind me, I need to go over here and unhide the rat. Let's see. Watch the blood get spilled. You can kill or you could be killed. It doesn't really matter what I feel. I would rather fake than make the pain real. As I dip fries in mayo, to be fair, I dip fries in mayonnaise. I usually mix the mayonnaise with hot sauce first, but like it suffices as fry dipping. I prefer it over ketchup. Let your dreams take flight. Watch the line go up. Line go up. Oh, Summer's Games Fest is happening. So far, nothing groundbreaking was announced outside of 2 Cuphead games. Wait, we got a second Cuphead? I only thought there was the one. Eat it up. Eat, 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 eat until you're full of life. It's a goddamn vibe. You can fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, we can fuck until the sun burns out and I rot for clout. We're gonna get pixel art Cuphead and one in the art style of one. Okay, interesting. I didn't really play Cuphead, so like I don't have any particular emotional response to that. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm not excited for video games anymore, which is like like I feel like there's no games that I'm like looking forward to coming out. Because, like, nowadays I don't really, like, I'm so frustrated with Nintendo and I have no plans to buy the Switch 2 that, like, I even though, like, I love Nintendo games, I'm not going to be, like, super enthused and get about a new one getting announced. So, like, that's one thing. Isn't there, although the light won't save me. But, like, I'm like, the franchises I would be excited about at this point are, like, Kirby and Bayonetta, which are both Nintendo franchises. And, like I said, I can't afford to care about Nintendo franchises anymore. I guess, like, I'm kind of waiting for Silksong news, but I don't imagine we're going to get any of that until it's basically, it's gonna basically shadow drop. I don't care about new games because my backlog's is a lifetime's worth. I think that's the thing. It's like, I think that there is a, like, there is a glut of exactly the types of games that I don't really find super duper compelling. Should I drop like the Among Us TV show on Paramount Plus released today? Oh, that released today? I wonder. I'm not gonna fucking watch it. Who also fucking Paramount Plus is definitely like the graveyard of streaming platforms. I actually can't think of a streaming service that's like a more of like a, oh god, yeah, no, you're not getting anything happening there. Till the sun burns out and I rot for clout. The P in Paramount Plus stands for my lawyers have advised me not to finish this joke. Peacock is worse than Paramount Plus. It's kind of a race, it's kind of a limbo contest to the bottom, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, it's like Netflix, Crunchyroll, Amazon streaming has some good stuff. And then it's like, oh, okay, what's Disney Plus, I guess? I would rather do like Nebula than Disney Plus. Actually, I won't lie. I'm tempted to get a Nebula subscription because like the shit on there actually looks incredibly fascinating. How would 2016 Starky react to Among Us 2026 being explained by supposed time travelers? If I'm traveling back in time, I'm not telling my previous self about fucking Among Us. I'm telling myself about, like, you know, the horrors. I'm going back and telling myself not to go into computer science. I'm going back and I'm telling myself to go into, like, fucking, like, geology. Or, like diplomacy or fucking therapy or whatever. And the subscription I pay for is Dropout. The other stuff, well, let's just say for say my lawyers have advised me. To be fair, I love Dropout. I genuinely like. I don't even have a Dropout subscription. I watch it at my friend's place, and it's the shit they have on there is so good. Very Important People is my favorite. Some other time traveler, I'd probably be like, what the fuck, go away. to some random hypothetical person. Well, come on and Frank Red Wing, let have you, sweet bean. If someone was like, you know, something Among Us, I'll be like, okay, sure. And, you know. Did you see Vix X Step Grant? I love that episode. I can exaggerate this a little bit more. I like the shape, but Fourth Witch is another episode I love. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. Happy Ronald Reagan Death Day to all of you. Would Among Us hit differently if someone warned you in 2016? I mean, I'd probably not. I'd probably just be like, oh god, what else is gonna happen? There we go. The Margaret Thatcher theme. Well, today we're using it to celebrate Ronald Reagan's death, so... You know... They could have multiple, you know, it could be, you know, in celebration of multiple shitty people. Like, there's more concerning things that should be stated, like, imagine explaining AIR and data centers to both your past self and Da Vinci. I mean, the fucking thing I would probably warn my past self about is the fucking, the pandemic. That seems like the thing I would probably tell myself about the first thing. Wait. What? Well, come on, fine point. Glad you're sweeping. The witch fucking melted. No, this is celebrating the death of the first witch. The Wizard of Oz starts with the Wicked Witch of the East dying because she gets crushed underneath the house. They then have to kill they kill the Wicked Witch of the West at the end. And yeah, like so like at that point you can in fact like there would be a body to perform a coronary inspection on. Well, come on, Kronos. Go on, you sweet bean. Okay, but what if the pandemic was explained as like a footnote? Like, yeah, it was a historical time, but you should know Buddy Holly will trigger PTSD. Lonely. I won't lie, this is still a banger. I know that the because it's exactly four beats behind. So like it like even though even though it is like incorrect, I spilled soda in my room. Oh no! It is so dumb. Imagine performing a completely accidental homicide in a foreign country, and instead of the police arriving, everyone starts singing in unison about how glad they are the person is dead. There is historical precedence for that, funnily enough. There was a village where someone definitely got murdered, but he was so universally despised that everyone, like no one like, it was basically everyone agreed is like, yeah, he just yeah, he just walked out in the middle of the street and spontaneously exploded. His head just did that. Look at this, look at this, sweet bean. They give the 45 months of ad of tier 1 subscription during the ad for the emotes, sweet bean. Have you seen the Chaotic Good Barbarian? Is that the one where he out freaks monsters? Thank you for the save reminder. I actually probably should see this is going to be Astral. Like the Luigi moment. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. It's like it's like what happened to that one CEO where like his head just spontaneously exploded and then it was no one's fault. I love the amount of panicking that CEOs are doing right now, because it's pretty clear that they're not going to get like the techno feudalist society they want. So they're trying desperately to justify their own existence before the midterms hit. But when like his plaything's durable when a witch completes her immortality potion. I mean, listen, I know a substantial number of people who would be like, if they could spend the rest, like if they could drink a potion that makes them indestructible and spend the rest of their life just having the shit kicked out of them, I could think of a few people who would 100% be like, yes, that is exactly my fetish. Was that supposed to be a song request, or... Okay, it was supposed to be a song request. It's my song request? Well, no, the one that, what cost I was trying to put in the queue. I like the music of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I wish the gameplay... I wish the game wasn't dog shit. I need to give it a try again. What's up, Crisp?
Fun fact, things are going so badly for them that Peter Thiel is fleeing the country. He is on the top 5 list of people who ruined the country. I can send a source to back this up. He's going to flee to Argentina.
Hey, Argentina. I'll give you like $5 if you give them back. Look up on Ruffles. Gonna get Sweet Bean. Honestly, achieve true immortality for fun. I think I'm the hydrate. Yeah, no, we're currently in the process of second board. The funny thing is, like, I've been like rewatching some old Folding Ideas video, and hearing Peter Thiel's name mentioned in the fucking in his video about NFTs was a little bit like it's a little bit like, you know, having the villain of the next season foreshadowed in the current season. Like in retrospect.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Immortality would be a curse to invent, not because of overpopulation or anything like that, but because billionaires would use the immortality elixir and they would never fucking die.
I mean, hey, we could eat the billionaires infinitely at that point. You know, cut off an arm, it'll grow back. Infinite food. Why does this sound so familiar? I swallowed shampoo. But that means a very durable punching bag. Imagine no longer needing to eat, sleep, etc. But the issue is you can't sleep, eat, etc. I mean, that's the fucking. What's the dish? Let's see. Actually, I guess it'd be a little bit like something kind of like that. Probably a little amounts of shampoo just gaining immunity to the dangerous chemicals. That's not advisable. Because here's the thing: there are certain poisons that bioaccumulate over time. So like you don't gain an immunity, you just become more susceptible as time goes on.
Honestly, if $1 trillion CEO were to actually be immortal, they better be careful, cause one disgrace months will mean an eternity of torment.
Okay, fuck it. I've been working on this eyebrow. I'm just gonna flip the other one. Doesn't feel the same. Fuck it, we ball a little bit. Oh, come on, Mystic Wing. Let me Sweet Bean. Fuck it, we orb. Fuck it, we orb. We orb. Me when I'm straight orbing it, and by it, I mean the person I'm turning into an orb. Here. Okay, so I like this, but like, can I scooch? Nope, that's not the right. White shampoo and deodorant has a much more chalky, delicious texture. Source took a bite out of unused deodorant bars, so I know that it's like great. I took a bite. What? Okay, but why? But why would you do that?
rats, we're rats,
What's up, Chris?
we're the rats.
You know, the human brain never truly turns off, 'cause if that happens we die, so when we sleep it's just our brain on low power mode.
Basically. And dolphins are mammals. To be fair, that's true only of, like, really mammals. Because, like, you know, fish are just, like, kind of, like, always operating at that level. Which is why, like, dolphins sleep with half their brain at a time. Fun fact about dolphins. The only fun fact about dolphins, because the rest of them are cursed because dolphins are awful creatures. Never trust a dolphin. It really is funny, because, like dolphins and sharks' reputations absolutely got switched. White champ. Sharks are big puppies. Sharks are definitely sea puppies, and I love them. I love them. I smooch their snoot. I smooch them. I smooch shark. Shark.
Rats, we're rats, we're the
What's up, Chris?
rats.
A.
A. B.
Imagine if your brain stopped peeing.
Brain stopped peeing? I see the word shark and I think of the get rotated idiot meme.
We're rats, we're the
I did do that as well.
rats.
Starky, I have a worse confession to make.
What's
One
up?
time I accidentally took too many sleeping pills and instead of hallucinating the Hat Man I was hallucinating me watching a live stream for over an hour. I closed my eyes for 1 second too long at one point and the stream suddenly puffed out of existence and I realized I was starting at your offline screen hallucinating a live stream that never happened for an unknown
kind
amount
of-
of time that was at least over an hour.
What the? Okay, what kind of sleeping pills? Did you take Ambien? I listen. I've heard too much fucking wild shit about Ambien to know. Like I'm like, no, that's not. Don't take Ambien. It is entire. So this is a third-hand story. Diphenhydramine. Hold up, what is Ambien? I love r/Ambien. Zolpidem tartrate. Okay, it's not. Speaking pills, I have the pill thing. They have the foam things in them. Can never have too many of the foam pill things. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. I've hold up. Now I kind of want to hold up. You're now I'm checking out r/Ambien. Cause like, so the story I heard about Ambien growing up was secondhand from my mom, who is a nurse who for a bit worked with she worked in a psych ward, which means that yeah, she did in fact have an amount of experience. Oh, it's Benadryl? Wait, hold up. No, that can't be right. Benadryl active ingredient. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about diphenhydramine. Okay, that makes sense. But no, I took trazodone to sleep before, and I like learned that what it was like to be able to choose to sleep. I should give trazodone a try then. But no, the story I heard about Ambien is someone who like woke up in a McDonald's. They went to sleep. While on Ambien, they drove to McDonald's for a breakfast, and woke up being handed a McDonald's breakfast. And that's why I don't fuck with Ambien. That is why I do not fuck with Ambien. Trazodone is also used as an antidepressant, remember correctly? The soda got onto my... oh, shit, fuck. I bapped the shit out of my mic. By the way, the soda got into my playmat that is being used as a large mouse pad, so after washing I had to dry that shit on my air purifier. What is happening in the Ambien subreddit? Welcome on, Rich. Glad to be a sweet bean. What is happening here? The one and only time my BF took Ambien. I took my mirtazapine and my Ambien, and I'm gucking awesome. Fucking my name is my girlfriend, because in fucking awesome, everyone jealous and can suck my cock dick and die. 'Cause I'm gonna marry you. You're my wifey. Boy, what the hell? And then it's just like look at this post. Mommy and daddy. Painting the closet, plus my cat is here. Hey, what's going on with Ambien? Surgery? Why? I don't remember writing this last night. Will this make her come back? Starky has been spotted. Let's take a picture and every angle to get the perfect 3 stars. I'm gonna put paper towels in my hair to achieve. What the fuck is r/Ambien? On a note, what I joined to. So Ambien is a sleeping medication that has some very bizarre side effects. My go-to example is a story I heard growing up of someone who sleep drove themselves to McDonald's while on Ambien, and they woke up in the McDonald's drive-thru. Like, they became cognizant in the McDonald's drive-thru being handed a McDonald's like breakfast. And it's so Ambien has something of a reputation as being not a party drug, but like as being the kind of thing that you take and you're like funny shit happens. And yeah, the subreddit dedicated to Ambien is exactly on that kind of that wavelength, shall we say. But no, how you doing, Rish? Yeah, there's a high possibility of thunderstorms where I'm at tomorrow. Fun, but also relaxing time. I go to playing Donkey Kong 64. Oh, did they add that to the Nintendo Online? This track is trippy. Because it's aquatic ambience from Donkey Kong Country, but it's remixed to be made from the vocal samples of the Stop Posting Among Us guy. Stop posting Among Us. Yes, they did. I love this game, but I also forgot how rage-inducing some of the minigames are. I've actually never played Donkey Kong 64. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, ooh, da 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 da. Ooh, ooh, ba da da ba da da da. Do do, da 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 da. It's like just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're married, Tyler Moore. What they say about us anyway? I don't care about that. I say completely in a not even a remotely adjacent key. Starky vibing to Buddy Holly. Listen, it's been long enough where like most of the pain has faded into the ether. Skinwalker. I'm pretty good about like processing my emotions and trauma. This is the backup cue. So you could put a song in right now, and it will play next. But also, this is a banger. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Buddy Holly became a sleeper agent trigger. Rainbow Road. Look up on a bottle here. I'm glad I have you, Sweet Bean. I mean, like, I imagine if you got like amnesia, like I feel like the people, like if you've watched Severance, I feel like the people, like the innies have like they don't have the trauma that the Audi is dealing with. Hey, Cosplay, what the fuck is that? What is sussiest segue? What? Hey, Cosplay, what do you got there? A smoothie? It's definitely giving. It's looking a little Mickey Mouse. Quick DMs get distracted? No. Incorrect. Wrong. Oh, Dreadnought, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Check. Glad to have you, sweet pea. Welcome on to me. Glad to have you as well. I saw you. I saw you earlier in Saber Stream. Welcome on Cornflake. Glad to have you as well. Hi there. Hopefully you're having a good Friday though. I was the one that committed the inevitable joke about the name. Also, welcome on G Terran. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Yeah, I drew up a few good things. Okay, this is looking a little more panda. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right, all things considered. Were you there for the pork sirs during Saber Stream? I was part of that conversation. Mayo DMs. I was part of the conversation about JK. Is the entire Donkey Kong OSC just made and stop posting? Oh, probably. I drew up a Pride Month drawing. Ooh, nice. That's awesome. It's illegal to be straight now. Anyone copying? I did love the Balatro balance change where you literally cannot score with a straight hand in Balatro at the moment. The FIFA World Cup is going to make me want to stay home all month. Where's the FIFA World Cup happening this year? I wouldn't get too excited about this. it doesn't start. But also, I think that... Alright, so I'm skipping the next song as well. Anyways. I have to draw something, I have to try to draw something else physically first, then draw out the Canvas 13 Gen 3D device I got. Hell yeah! I'm currently using, I don't know, it's a very, very old Kuion that I'm borrowing from a friend. That I've been borrowing for like the last 2.5 years. Okay, so it's kind of mouse. I need to figure out how to make it not so mouse. Okay, I see. So if I treat this as the inside. You know, sometimes a regular show clip crops up to me, you go, what? To be fair, like, regular show is like the platonic ideal of like the sitcom scenario where it's like the opening like setup for like the overarching plot has absolutely nothing to do. It's like completely unrelated and then it leads to something specific. Let's see. Pizza Town. Welcome on Crash Hall. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. You sometimes, but no, like, I definitely feel like there's like, you know, because like if you like, it's always interesting to think of like, you know, I've gotten to the habit of like when I watch a sitcom, I'm like, how the fuck did this episode start? And then usually remember it's like, oh, it's completely unrelated to how it ends. Shut up. Do not fucking mix My Heart Will Go On with Get the fucking Space Jam. My Slam Will Jam On. Quad City DJs versus Celine Dion, Tony Moran. Fucking criminal. It's so good though. This is why God left us. I mean, to be fair, I have to imagine it's not. That's not a.
Rats. We're the rats.
Today is Friday in California. Huh? Shoot.
Huh? I still have no. I think it's supposed to be today is Fine Day in California.
Rats. We're the rats.
Good writing, funny gags and a good presence in multiple parts. These were the ingredients chosen to make the best Joestar, but Akari accidentally added an ingredient to the concoction. Infidelity, thus Joseph Joestar was created.
No, the best JoJo part is part 6. I will not be taking notes. Girl who? Oh, JoJo? Yeah. Joseph's to be fair, Joseph is definitely my second favorite JoJo behind Jolene. Jolene. I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Wait, hold up. You could remix Jolene into this song as well. When are we gonna get the road? When are we gonna My Heart Will Go On X Space Jam X Jolene? Don't give them more ideas. No, I 100% will give more ideas. I love enabling bad decisions.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
I am just learning that Taylor Swift made a song that's entirely about his husband's large penis. Is that song the upper middle class suburban stay-at-home mom's version of WAP?
Her husbands. Also, I don't think they're married. I think they're boyfriends. Normally, I wouldn't. Normally, I wouldn't give a shit about famous people, but I think in this specific case, it probably merits actually getting her pronouns right, given the fucking wild shit that people are on about when it comes to Taylor Swift. I will turn you into a banana berry smoothie if you say anything more. Listen, I was too shook to realize my mistake. But yeah, no, what is a song? It does exist. You can listen to it. Whether or not you should is, that's a more nuanced question. That the answer is probably no. There we go. Remember the Meat King and Swift parody song? I do not. Want me to cue it? No. No. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this ear. My favorite Taylor Swift parody is Stray Six of the Gay Pride Parade. I do love that one. If you've not seen, no, we watched that on stream. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Allow me to continue cooking. I think I need to probably pull it in a little bit more. Hold up. Remember saying that Pink Panther is doing to the UK what anime has done to Japan, and I have to agree? What does that mean? What does that mean? The face we just have to let it all go. Okay. How do I okay, here. So from this angle, it's facing towards the snoot. You know, anime has been made made Japan all aesthetic and stuff. That's what Pink Panther's music has done to the UK. The face when you want to add a banger, but it's a mini game song for V3, so it would be spoilers in the sense that it gives the name of a mini game, nothing major, just that name is something like Hangman's Gambit. I mean, that's fine. For reality, I spotted someone. I was like, I farm watch time of your ASMR and Ryan's toy review to manipulate my algorithm. I won't lie. If you said that to me, I would definitely immediately block you and disconnect from the server. Psyche tax, interesting. Oh my god, peak. Anime that this is from is questionable. The music is amazing. To be fair, like I've talked about it before. Shakugan no Shana is like the third. Some of the openings, like it's almost like there's like a lot of the times some of the best songs come from some of the fucking worst animes. Light My Fire is a certified banger, but the anime it comes from is just hot dog shit. Like unforgivable. Like I actually if I could fucking take the like month of time I spent watching that back, I would. With force and a gun. No, that's in Minecraft. There you go. I've watched Book of Circus so many times when I was 16, it's not healthy. Black Butler Book of Circus. I've commissioned a mission make. I was a Black Butler fan as a teenager. That's not that bad. My standard for bad things to be a fan of as a teenager are like Homestuck, Hetalia, women who use their lower range. She sings lower than you usually hear in Western pop music. Like, yeah, Homestuck and Hetalia, I think, are like my two like red flags of like if you were into these as a teenager, I'm gonna need you to like maintain social distancing with me at all times. Which one is Hetalia? Would the triplex parody of Hetalia be called Hentalia? Is Homestuck that bad? So Hetalia... Welcome on Cam Cool. Glad I was sweeping. Hetalia is the... Yaoi fanficification of World War II, like 1 and 2, where countries are drawn as chibi boys, and Nazi Germany is a like significant role and is in love with Italy. It's like baseline level like deeply problematic. And it has some really honest to God intense fans. Is Homestuck that bad? I don't considering I got told that there's apparently they had to release a slur removal patch, I think it's probably up there. Super Hulock is also probably there. Between these three, I think I would rather deal with someone. I would rather deal with a Super Hulock fan, because like Super Hulock's is not bad. I enjoyed all of them. I remember Hetalia fans doing certain hand gestures. Yeah. They're also the origin. Hetalia is the originator of the Yaoi paddle. If you know what that means, then I'm so sorry for reminding you of that trauma. Oh god, I recall Italia specifically Russia jumping out of a helicopter screaming vodka. Yeah, it's like I said, like Italia is like incredibly problematic. If you know what a Yaoi paddle is, congratulations, you're an unk. Holy shit. Okay, it was only where the chibi countries, but I did not know about the problematic parts of it. Yeah, so like the baseline level of like the baseline problem of Hetalia is Nazi Germany being normalized and depicted as like, oh, it's just misunderstood when, you know, World War II. And then the fan base also was deeply bad, like physically and sexually abusive bad. I do think Homestuck does bear some mentioning, because apparently there was a slur removal patch, and like you had to download the slur removal patch separately. This is a conspiracy theory about how this song is about JFK's assassination. That's fucking wild. Super Hulock is like, their fans are cringeworthy, but they're not like problematic. Like I feel like Super Hulock kind of doesn't belong in the same conversation as the other two.
Spin!
Oh yeah, that's right. I also added a bunch of spins to the spin. So if you have an orb, you can now see yourself if you spin.
Rats.
What's up, Chris?
Rats.
Fun fact, once Starky is done with Danganronpa 2, I will be kidnapping him and forcing him to watch Danganronpa 3, the anime, not the game. But first, time to explain the watch order. First you start with Future Episode 1 and then Despair Episode 1, then Future 2, Despair 2, and after that you watch Danganronpa 2.5 before ending with the Hope Arc. The Danganronpa 3 anime is a fucking hot mess, but the dub has moments where I am reminded of the Ghost Stories dub.
Okay, that sounds amazing though. Super Hulock falls in the category of stop drawing porn of real people and harassing them with it. Yeah. Okay, so Super Hulock, I guess, does belong in the conversation then.
If thinking is enough to prove sentience, what stops us from assuming luck is the universe's decision-making, thus some form of thought, thus some form of sentience?
Thinking does not prove sentience, it proves sapience. Starky, what did you do to the mods for them to be treating like this? I modded them. I'm beginning to reconsider it. I'm beginning to consider alternative options as time continues to happen. Big Spice Shot. I guess, like, okay. I guess, like, so my justification for why I think Super Hulock is probably, like, I would rather deal with one of theirs is, like, Super Hulock did have fans that were bonkers, but, like, the content of the media itself isn't problematic. So, like, I could get a fan that's, like, eccentric, but not necessarily, like, awful to deal with. Like, that's in the realm of possibility for the Super Hulock fandom. I feel like the other two, like, I feel like if I was, you know, a Homestuck and a Hitalia, I guess to be fair, Mari's a Homestuck fan. And look at what she did. She did the Badari. That's what Homestuck does to you. You get turned into a bidet tuber. You get experience your bidet debut. What growing? I love you, Mari. You're great. I promise. I promise all of this is meant in earnest comedy. You see, Cornflake Girl, Starky secretly likes us bullying him as a spice with the stream. It's like a nice addition of pickle juice to the stream's coffee. That's not really how coffee works. It's mostly just because, like, I like, you know, like there is genuinely, like, a use case for, like, mods who are, like, who sass the streamer, because, like, it does, like, create a little bit of content. Wake up, baby, I made you some content. How would coffee be if it was brewed with pickle juice instead of water? I'm sure there's a guy you can check to see what, you know, his experience with is like. Like, I'll Starky Stinky for content, basically. I get called Stinky for content. Oh yeah, Rebecca Black is super gay, homosexual, gay now. I mean, I respect. I might need to bump up the size of the hair. Activate voluminizing spray. Basically. Oh, you want to use economically? Use cornstarch. I did not realize you could use cornstarch as a like a kind of a hairspray, but that does make sense because it's just like a thickening agent. Welcome to Shannon. Glad to be Sweet Bean. Also, yeah, we oh, notably also, mute birds should be fixed. So in terms of things that are fixed, the check-in is now fixed and now counts up properly. Mute bird is fixed. I added a bunch of the spins to the spin redeem, and I also added a bunch of fan art to the intro playlists. Has Chap been taking the vet to get fixed yet? I probably should do that. I definitely have done that to the mods. There's a joke. There's a joke. Never mod me. Well, I thought you liked being a pool toy. It's that type of fixing.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Please tell us about your weekend plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're definitely not going to mute me in the middle of it, are you? Okay, that's the type of fixing sign me the fuck up. He requested Rushy while I was getting a snack. Someone did. I don't know who. I could check. I don't want to, though. But no, I mean, I don't really have anything planned for this weekend. It's mostly just going to be grocery shopping and then sleeping. Because, like, I kind of need a weekend off to rest and relax. Oh, this has devolved into troll piano slop.
We're
I mean, to some degree, that is kind of what Rushy was supposed to be.
Starky fixed me by taking inspiration from an iconic joke. The killing joke. Much like the Joker coming to Barbara's house, he came to my house unannounced and shot me in my fucking spine, paralyzing me from the waist down. He was wearing amazing clown makeup that way that might have just have been Starky's face without any makeup.
All right. Rude. Oh, Starky. I think it's a reminder. Looping the rooms. I love looping the rooms. It's a banger. Apparently, Amazing Digital Circus had a better day one sales than than He-Man. Good. Oh, I'd believe it. Man, when we will have Dungeon Meshi Season 2, when the animators are done with it. This is bad that I've been compared to Hisoka when playing card games. A little bit? Like, that's, you know... Like, that's, you know... I feel like being compared to Hisoka in under any circumstances is a bad thing. Let's see. Because I'm trying to make this look like a proper, like, mohawk. Because that's what it is. I will never forgive making Skeletor one of the most iconic characters who's a funny man and give it to fucking Jared Leto. So he's like Hisoka, but with MTG from what I've heard. Listen... That implies that I, like, actively go around wanting to play MTG, like, a lot, which is not necessarily, like, in my wheelhouse. I enjoy playing Magic the Gathering, but I don't actively seek it out. That having been said, when I do play Magic the Gathering, I do like constructing battlefields where I'm the only one who's having fun, because Magic the Gathering is a zero-sum fun game, and the less fun my opponents are having, the more fun I am. The disruption part. You tend to chickens, you become the chicken tender. Sorry to call you out, but when we play Legend of Runeterra, it's you calling yourself Hisoka when I make the new when I make a new OP deck. I'm seriously trying not to get a pipe bomb mailed to my house. Zeph, don't mail pipe bombs to Kasai's house. Again, do not... As a moderator, number one rule. Don't do any shit that gets me put on the fucking national news. That's like rule A number one. Don't fucking do it. Starky can do the bungee gum bit, but with his favorite commander. What is my favorite? My favorite commander is probably Mizzix. Just because of how fucking stupid he is. It's just silly shit happens when he's out, man. What if it's something good that gets you put on the news? Again, I still would not be down because that means that we would get a bunch of normies stopping in here. What's up, Chris?
Fun fact, Starky has not bought a pack of gum in all of the 2020s so far.
That might actually be true. That actually might be true. I can't think of the top of my head if that is the case or not. So you know how hard it is to get pipe bombs mailed to your house with my deck building skills? Chat. Chat behave. When in doubt, just when in doubt, do not send pipe bombs. Listen, I just want to build Opsal Thopters, mostly 0 and X cost spells. I've actually kind of wanting to build a deck that I wanna nickname the I want to build a theme deck based around oh, not it's not Kai card, Zinnia Voice of the Valley, about shitting out as many 1/1 flying tokens as possible, so that way I can nickname it or like make it entirely with Thopters, so I can make it Starky's one stop, one shot Thop, one stop Thop shop. There we go. I want to kill you with an extremely powerful Zinnia that's buffed by the sheer mass of Thopters around him. Okay, it ends up being kind of like a 2-by-1 ratio. A little bit less. What is happening in this song? Oh, this is Psyche Taxi. Okay. That explains it. It's Danganronpa. Borbing up a Starky? Yeah, I am. In fact, I'm borbing you up. This is what I got so far. I tried to do the like the let's see, because it's I'm getting bored. You are. Matthias, how dare you take my shirt? Because it is your time. It is your time. You've redeemed the borb, so you shall be borbed. When are we getting a Paris realm in Magic the Gathering? It's interesting. We need more trash popular cities that should never go to his magic realms. So you're interesting that there's a trophy planeswalker that can turn other creatures into planeswalkers, but then again, it's a pretty bad set, so I don't know it existed until later. I'm assuming you're talking about the Aether Spark. And yeah, like, Aether Drift was not a particularly well-regarded set. It had some fun stuff, but like, you know, it's not going to be fondly remembered. When are we getting an Emily in Paris? Emily in Paris? What the fuck is that? Pokemon is Sorrel. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I have a feeling, I have a mixed feelings about Aether Drift. I like the piss foil cards. No, Zeph, don't invoke that evilly. Emily in Peril. I have no idea what that means. One of my favorite homoerotic faves of people. This is Karushitsuji. The part of my brain that wants to understand language is not activated right now. I need to fix that. That's not the right layer I wanted to activate. Black Butler? Oh. Yes, that character. I'm aware of Tim. He's the butler, and he's he's black? No. He wears black? There we go. Because I'm pretty sure the butler from Black Butler just is he just wears black, right? I don't know. I've not seen a single episode of Black Butler. Welcome on in, Xerox. What have you, Sweet Bean? My current commander can be get wild if left unchecked. Shishir the Shattered Blade is a red-green snake samurai. You can generate 2/2 tokens for each aura and enchantment card played, and then you can boost and modify creatures by +1/+1 at the end phase. Okay. What do bear snoots look like? Hold up a moment.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
The Black Butler is a demon who forged a pact with the child MC. You don't want to know what the Tumblr crowd did with it. If you did, you would put Black Butler right next to Hatalia and Homestuck.
That sounds about right. I feel like I've seen Black Butler fan art. They're also British. My brain wants to say it's like, sorry for Dutch, just like my Stingman. No, it's all good. Black Butler fan art. Whatever it is, I ain't fucking with it. Okay, so it ends up being kind of like a okay, it ends up they have a very boxy snoot. Like bears have a very box snoot. So I don't have to worry about how boxy it is, because that's the point. That is the point of the bear snoot, is to box. Round. Let's see. Ends up being like, so straight line here, straight line here, straight line here, up, and then around. Something kind of like this. Music video for this song is just a Rhythm Heaven Fever. Oh, it basically is. Something kind of like, there we go. The perfect BPM for the Dino Dance. It really is. What the fuck? Hey, okay, so before I say anything, I'm assuming this is Oceano's fault. It was Oceano's fault. It's apparently called Big Lips, Big Flavor.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Does anyone remember when Twitch changed Dino Dance and everyone hated that?
I do remember that. It was really funny. What's going on with this bear snout? I feel like it's like look at the nostrils. Why are there 3 holes? I feel like I'm like experiencing eldritch bear monstrosity. It's just a little concave. What the fuck is this song, Oceano? Okay. Hey, so, hey, what the fuck was that?
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Chris?
Alexander is great, but your labia is greater.
Okay, to be fair, it is a fire line. I hate sketching. I suck so much at sketching. The scenery just popped up on my TikTok one day and I fell in love. I have a hot video game take. Every game with several endings needs their version of Silent Hill 2's dog ending, like E33 and 9 out of 10, but a dog ending type ending would make it a 10 out of 10. I would give Expedition 33 a 10 out of 10. I think there is very little that could be changed without like making the experience like without in some way damaging the experience and intent. In my mind, that's what a 10 out of 10 is. Is like it is created like the optimal, you know, the optimal circumstance for what it's trying to do. Hmm. Why is art so fucking hard, man? He's gonna have in fact, due to his many crime stories, he's going to be reincarnated as a horse next life. He's gonna have an Uma based on him, and she's going to be like C tier on the game's tier list. How dare you inflict that? How dare you inflict like that kind of evil on me? I deny this curse. I forsake any energy that comes from Zeph. Straight to the void with you. Okay, I think I need to make this snoot a little bit bigger because it does. Like looking at like the entire snoot is as wide the entire snoot is as wide as the nose is. I want to make the snoot bigger. Okay, so there's like a little bit of There's like a little bit of space between the snoot and where the lips start. And then it ends up just kind of being like... not actually like that much, you know. They kind of got like jowls. I'm deep in the I'm locked into the art zone today. I don't know, like I wish I could like control this a little bit better so that way like I could do this when I'm like not streaming and like work on some stuff that like isn't Twitch TOS, like, you know, falls outside of Twitch TOS that I do want to work on. Let's see. And they kind of got like, you know, it's kind of like a droopy. They got droopy jowls, which I think is cute. I'm basing this off of bears, which I think pandas are a type of bear. I forget if it's like I think I know koalas are called a koala bear, but they're not actually a bear. Okay, we're getting the sauce. We're experiencing saucification. Pandas are bears. Excellent. I still understand the basics of fucking biology. But they're less pandas than red pandas. Yeah, that's right. Red pandas are the original pandas. Gray pandas are the fucking poser pandas. They're not actually pandas. They're bears, not pandas. Let's see. You kind of got like a rounded face. Round. There we go. Let's see. Draw the chin first, and I can add the chin hair there later. All I know is this dude has something called has something about cheese and pimentos. That's also what I've caught so far. Okay, I think I realized like one of the mistakes I was making was, yeah. Hold up. Actually, the ear is probably is probably about correct there. Okay, perfect. That mostly fixes my fuck ups. There we go. I think here. There we go. Somos los perros ratos de la ciudad. Nos gustan queso, no la humanidad. A song about a family of mice. That's adorable, actually. Duh. What is going on? I feel like my voice has been drier than usual, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it has to do with, like, because I've started taking allergy pills a little bit. Think of the hydrate. No, that's not right. I mostly just want to shift it over some. So that way, yeah. This is about where it's supposed to be. Don't suffer with the allergies, so I don't know the collaterals, but it's possible. Because I found out that my allergy sells Zyrtec, so I've started taking that to like get through the fucking itchy throat periods. So maybe it's my body just being like, hey, you are still experiencing allergy issues. We're just no longer fucking experiencing pain associated with it. Yeah, okay, so as I'm looking at this, I'm like, I think I fucked the entire thing up. Yay. I love it. I don't love it. I feel deep pain in regards to it. Oh, but I gotta skip it because it's just gonna be, yeah, it's the like wrap up. Oh, here's the time for a banger. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. There we go. I just had to extend the snoot. Kuru 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 kasu kuru kasu kuru kasu kuru kasu fura 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 kutaru fura kutaru fura kutaru fura kutaru. Is that Daddy Crow? Welcome on in, Pink Coochie. Glad I have you, sweet bean. Still, I am still flabbergasted ever so slightly at the name, but I respect it. I respect you for picking Pink Coochie. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Assuming, of course, that you have a traditional work week style schedule. Increasingly, I've been meeting a lot of people who like don't have that, or like, you know, have kind of like a atypical schedule. Thanks for respecting me. Big lips, big flavor. Exactly. Kurikasu, kurikasu, kurikasu. Furakutaru. Working mean like a job? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said it. I said the job word. Everyone panic. You said the word again, mods. I'm scared. This is the I love you. Yeah, you're unhinged, Starky. I know. I'm you know, ungovernable. Oh, I love Yakuza 0. I've never played a Yakuza game. I probably should at some point. It will take you a while. Yeah, that would definitely be a thing for like after I'm done playing Danganronpa 3 with Danganronpa 2 with Marsh, I think. So let me check the reference real quick. It does start near where the ear is. Chat, where's my Sammy Witch? Good question. Be sure to label your food if you put it in the lab fridge. And be sure not to eat anything that isn't yours. We also keep samples in there for testing purposes. We are not liable for any transformation based on eating other people's samples. That falls outside of the liability of the lab. I thought that was milk. I thought that was... What else are we keeping in the fridge? It's annoying when Starky keeps tampering to the food. I bring the lab. Like, I'm not sure why recently the food's been tasting more and more of almonds. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. You aren't taking any, like, stomach medications, right? No reason in particular. Mostly just, yeah, you know, general curiosity. You know how it is. The sandwich tastes weird. It has my femboy essence. Oh my god. Haunting. Do not in the sandwich, Ussy. Here. Also, thank you for checking in, Zerok. This is Kill a Kill, right? Hold up, let me check real quick. I've no fucking idea. I think it's the band Air Owie. There's a hydrate. Milk went weird when I ate it with my cereal, Starky. That's probably not something to be worried about. Oh, do let us know if you start spontaneously producing milk from your body. That's definitely milk and not like some kind of, you know, mysterious white substance. Sorry, why did you unplug the carbon monoxide detectors in my part of the lab that I use for roleplay? What would it be like if I had an ethics department and also had also to mix pagan occult rituals and science? Yay, male lactation. I mean, in terms of like if I'm going to drink a if gun to my head, you're forcing me to drink another person's bodily fluid. I feel like that's the most the least objectionable option. If that makes sense. Yay, male lactation. Who said bodily fluids were involved? You know. Like, I get it, the hallucinations make the rituals more effective, but carbon monoxide's dangerous. That's fine, you know? This is why you just if carbon monoxide ever gets to be too much, just go ahead and put your face in this rag. It'll get you feeling much better. Just a couple of nice deep breaths. Keep it on there for like 30 seconds. Princess Emily, Vivo, I'm American, very important people. The chloroform rag doesn't actually work that fast. Chat, why is the reference pic so fucking thick? Because I'm a bar artist and I like big men. I'm very much I'm a well-known big man appreciator. The chloroform rag, but how long does it take for chloroform to kick in? Like, probably a couple minutes. Human milk from clean tits is mostly safe, much safer than any other animal, at least. Helps that you are, in fact, I'm in fact also a big man myself. Like, if you're trying to drug me, could you at least trick me into dosing stuff with, like, high dosage LSD and other hallucinogenics, not the boring sleepy time stuff? Big men, big flavor? Exactly. What the fuck is this? The dog ending credits theme? It takes 10 plus minutes to pass up from chloroform rag over your face, and it's very unpleasant. I did not realize that the I'm gonna keep fucking adjusting the snoot. Snoot adjustments will continue until morale improves. Which is to say that they will be continuous. I will never be happy with the snoot. I feel like. I'm losing my. Okay, we're. I'm welcome on a Rev. Let it be a sweet bean. How you holding up? Can we get a shout for Rev? But back for the Silent Hill 2 remake, they use the same dog model as the PS2 version of the Silent Hill 2 for the dog ending. Incredible. Snoot is too big, Burby. To be fair, I'm going for something kind of stylized. Like, okay, the nose is probably too big now. I did increase the nose size at one point, but now it's kind of like I think the issue is I needed to increase the entire snout size. Because like I am pulling from references of actual bears. And their snoot is actually very, very big. Because it's...
Rats.
The issue is, like, I'm trying to... I guess, to be fair, like, it's not... It's, you know...
Starky,
it's
every fortune
heart-shaped.
teller I've ever met is either incredibly depressing or way too enthusiastic. Why is it so hard to find a happy medium?
I mean, it sounds like the enthusiastic ones are happy. Let's see. You did get a chuckle. That one actually, I heard that snort. I'll give it to you. In terms of puns, that one, like, you know, was not as bad as your average. There we go. I mean, the thing I noticed about bears is the relationship between the snout and the skull. Their snout shape takes on a specific shape that's different. It ends up being, like, surprisingly box snout, is the thing. Like, if I, you know... If you look at the two references, it ends up being, like... Actually, to be fair, this one ends up looking a little bit more, like, it ends up kind of, connecting directly to where the eyebrows are. But this one's... Oh, I guess to be fair. Huh. This picture of a bear does kind of look like the dog that ate the edible. You should write it down to make it terrible. Okay, now you're back to subpar puns. I would call them paper thin. It's not really, paper doesn't really have anything to do with it, unfortunately. Actually, but no, now that you point out, like, I actually do kind of see where you're coming from. Where, like, ends up being kind of, welcome on, Ileana. It's gonna be a sweet bean. How you doing? In fact, in Europe, both the Sacred Stones and Path of Radiance were released on the same day. God. Well, I mean, to be fair, it means you don't have to wait. So that's probably good. Finally back home and just aerating this weekend. A lot of my plants died while I was gone. Oh no! Not the plants. Hold up. I struggle so much with the sketching phase. Who's been drawing dicks? Sorry, I didn't mean to come in just art raw. I just got distracted by you mentioning this. No, you're fine. I sincerely appreciate it because it is something that like I do need critique if I'm going to improve. Who's been drawing dicks? Dicks drawn dicks. Who's been dicks? I'm like 5-year-olds. This should not be making me fucking laugh. Drawing dicks. Let's do something I threw together yesterday. I'd love to. Dicks drawing dicks. Who's song reminds me of this scene from a Brazilian cinema. Let's see. It's Granddad! I knew it. They were gonna sneak the fucking granddad in. All right, let's see. I'm like trying to parse it out. Because this is... It's one of those things where it's like the subject matter isn't necessarily like my speed. I don't necessarily like, it's like it's one of those kinks that I'm not into. But like the like the lighting rendering is really, really good. It's one of those things where it's like, but no, you did a good job with that. For just blacks and whites, that's really, really impressive, actually. It's a follow-up to something a friend drew me. Interesting. I need to do like the piece I'm doing of myself, you, Bran, and Dr. Wolfwalker is a little bit on hiatus because I did get so overwhelmed with it where I'm like it doesn't, you know, I actually am struggling to like approach it. So I might have to pull back the design elements a little bit so that way it's not so deeply overwhelming. Starky, what's up? I don't blame you. Yeah. Currently I'm working on the orbs because like those are, you know, they're a thing that's like at least relatively like, you know, even if I take forever to do the sketch, at least like I know that like I you know, I can do it in like a relatively reasonable like it's not like a, you know, this is not like an art challenge for myself. Sent over some studies I did too. Ooh, value studies. I need to do some value studies. The original I based the illustration off of. But you know, I need to do a bunch of studies. God. Art's the perpetual, you know, the perpetual treadmill of like you're always improving, but it feels like you're never going anywhere. We do a planned art study stream? Maybe. The big thing is like planning stream schedules right now is a little bit difficult given how busy life is. But like I would be down to like start, you know, figuring out a good date for that. Just, you know. All right. Something more like this, I think. So the song was penned shortly after Marvin Gaye died. The narrators cursed the angel for taking him, thinking they were jealous of his voice. Huh. Have to hydrate. God, there's so much queer culture that's like baked into music. Slash like that is like carried forward by music. Which makes sense, because like, you know. I want to play a song called Crackhead Lullaby, but it doesn't feel appropriate for the stream, so I'm going to play something from Teto. Oh, yeah, I love Kasane Teto. I do appreciate the thoughtfulness in regards to like respecting the vibe. Even my mods could take notes. Subtweets mods. I descended to the wrong side of food content creators and discovered some almost expired milk mixed with cornstarch and then deep fried. I've heard of, yeah, no, fried milk. I've heard about that. Apparently it's quite good. I would give it a try. Because it's basically just like a slightly creamier, like, you know, cheese. Like a fried cheese stick. Maz, draw that man pregnant. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Waffles. Gotta be a sweet bean. That's an point to Starky, but I know you wouldn't. Me making a pointed content to my mods, making a pointed comment to my mods. Give me a shout out for Waffles. How you doing, though? All right. We're getting somewhere. We are making substantial amounts of progress. Moz, draw that man pregnant was no. I absolutely. I will play into the bit, but I am very much not an Mpreg appreciator. I like bellies, but like, I don't know about that. Doing right, full of pesto pasta. Oh, that sounds delicious. I actually had that last week, so I know how delicious it is capable of being. Mpreg denier. Anyway, I would kill for some pesto pasta. I had pesto gnocchi last week. It survived exactly 2 days. I was supposed to for the entire week. Inflates you big and round. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, if there's plausible deniability, like it's you know, if the fucking like the little like the like the version of like where it's just like a big round tummy, like hot. As soon as you add the cut in where it's the fucking the sperm cells, you know, fucking like it trying to invade the egg, as I'm like, okay, it's not my speed. Computer, draw that man with less titty. How much longer will stream be for song requests? We got another hour, so you know, we got some time. Like, if you know, and like the red, you know, the red effect that some artists will put on and be like, oh, they're so pregnant. I'm like, even that's like, I can work with that, you know. That's not like, you know, the end of the world for me. I've completely restructured how this orb is drawn. This this is the orb 3.0. This is completely different art style. I actually like kind of hate that about my art style, where it feels like my style changes entirely between pieces or even within the same piece. It's so fucking frustrating. Okay, so he's got claws. Bowser, hey, whoever the fuck did that? Why? Why would you do that? Can you make crunchy pesto if you use stuff like iceberg lettuce? Probably not, because the basil is a central flavoring component. You could put the pesto on lettuce. Waffles? Welcome on an ISO. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Stop. I saw that, Oceano. Bourbon. Welcome on in, Rigginer. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. How you doing? Is this feels like the fucking League of Legends, whatever the fuck the name of or Arcane? Arcane. Oh, it's Arc Knights. Okay, that makes sense. Do you do pesto with pine nuts? That's the main ingredients of pesto are garlic, pine nuts, and basil. That is the baseline of a pesto. Yeah, I finally have time for a Friday stream for Borb. Welcome on in, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oceano, how dare you add Bowser Mpreg jammies? You fucking psychopath. I think we're shouting out Jaren, by the way. How you doing? Thank you, Oceano. Also, how dare you? I don't know if I think the part that needs to be like the part that's concerning to me is how immediately people were like, yeah, I'll use this. I'll use this as an emote. It's not working on my end. Y'all need to keep trying. Oh, there's worse stuff. Mods add more free emotes? No. 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 You just need some uses before it starts working. How are you doing, Jaren? Hopefully you're, you know, it sounds like you're finally getting a good Friday off, which is, you know. I'm so busy. Understandable, to be honest. Bowser at the supermarket has been added to... I think all of my summer weekends feel spoken for. It really, honestly, I empathize with that very, very dearly. Because, like, it feels like this summer has just been, like, so fucking busy. I think I'm still working on a final, on a finally actually for real final ref sheet version. Yeah, no, I you know, you know, the definitely for real final. I did put in the work to make Leo for you. Oh my god, no. Not Leo. The fucking Chula. The red flag wolf. Okay. How do I draw? Okay. Something kind of like that? No. Claws are like such a pain. I am getting better at drawing them for sure. Subbird man, welcome on Zephiel. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? I'm doing okay. I'm glad for the week to be over, so that way I can finally get a... This is the first weekend I've had off in a couple of months where, like, I actually feel like I don't have any plans, so I can just kind of melt into a gelatinous ooze. Welcome on in, Drio. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Drio? How you holding up? Okay, let's see. How's the sketch looking so far? Actually, surprisingly bare. Surprisingly bare. I was expecting this to be way worse. You can feel his goo bird for weekend? Yeah, I'm gonna do the classic goo bird thing and just fucking like melt into a gelatinous pile. And then like reconstitute myself for the weekends. That way, like... Let's see. Nice, I'm doing well too. I will be denying anyone's request to drive them anywhere this weekend. I would like to sleep. Chilling a bit before collapse to bed. Hope you're well, gorgeous. I feel like everyone's exhausted this time of year. But no, I'm doing relatively well. Like I said, I'm excited. Oh, I need to leave space for the wings. We're only going to be able to see one set of wings. Because the other side's going to be like entirely behind. You probably see like a little bit of it. On like, you know... Something kind of like that. It's 3 a.m. here. Oh my god. Then yeah, you gotta go. If you gotta hop out for sleep, I completely get it. I appreciate you for stopping by regardless. Thank you for the licks. Licka, licka, licka.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
I hope that you're very pre-beard for this unbearable bear of a battle.
I didn't realize I had this selected when I was moving shit around. So like you can see my fucking like tendency to move shit around by like selecting things and like rotating them. Holy fuck, that's so funny. Oh my god. Bear, 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 bear. Bears are neat. I like bears. I do like this song, but it is very bizarre. Bears, very neat kill cuddlers. Oh, they're adorable. I love bears. They are friendship. I would, if I got mauled to death by a bear, I would be like I'd probably be screaming the entire time, but I'd be like I would have done something to have earned it, and that would have been probably worth it. Woohoo! Ba-doo-doo. Bear, bear, beer, burr, bird, boar, boar. Anaconda for me. Well, I mean that that probably serves a dual purpose. Mr. Sushi teases you. This is apparently from the Timon and Pumbaa movie. What? No? No. Fair enough. I have to put all these vor pictures away. Be afraid. You stand by me. Hey, now don't get too hasty. Oh, this is a TV bumper music video on Disney, the Disney Channel. Whoa, stand. Listen, I've been assigned role of listen. I'm into goo absorption, so at this point I'm just gonna lean into it. It's not quite as like the vor references here are not quite as omnipresent as other places on stream or like other places on Twitch, but they do exist. Stand by me. I feel like I feel like in Dane. Yeah, I feel like if you change the music, hold up, hold up, hold up. Now I gotta see if I can recreate it. Hold up, we're doing a dumb bit. We're doing the dumb bit here. Then your up is more still kill me. Oh my god. Oh my god, it works so fucking well. I love and hate Danganronpa so much. Starky, what's up? That works entirely too well. I'm like upset by this fact. I need you to actually edit this and post it on YouTube. The thing is, I would be scared of doing that because I feel like it would start recommending me more like spoilers for Danganronpa 2 if I started doing that. Because like, I've already been spoiled for once. Rest in peace, Gundam. But like, fuck, I miss my PC. I could make it. I would absolutely like, you know, I would absolutely, because I don't have necessarily super tons of reach on YouTube, but I do have a little bit. I've got like a couple hundred subscribers, which is like not like a massive amount, but you know, it is not zero. So if there's ever any like, oh, like Starky, I want to make a thing for you, like, you know, I will more than happily put it up there. Which is not to say like, oh, dude, you know, do free work. That's not, you know, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to become fucking the new Illuminati in terms of just like getting people to do shit for free. Is that one of the who? Okay, I don't think that was Illuminati. There was someone who was like, who like was alleged for like taking advantage of like newer content creators to like do shit for free. That like they should have hired an editor to do properly. Was that Quebblecop? I can't remember. It was someone. It was someone relatively big. Baby No Money. I guess that kind of counts, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, she did take advantage of people too. That's fair. What did Baby No Money do? It was something like he ended up like basically he started a contest, I think, for one of his like songs to like make a music video, but like you know, there was no compensation for it, so it was basically like you know, the idea is like, oh, he's basically taking advantage of people who, you know, want to get their name out there. But that again, I'm not sure if that's Baby No Money. That might be someone else. I don't want to like fucking spread alleged shit, man. To be fair, I feel like Baby No Money is to some degree like he means well. He does fuck up occasionally, and like, you know, because of the internet being kind of like the perpetual, you know, beat stick that it is, you know, I guess that's why everyone was pissed at him. To be fair, I do know the example I do know is the person who made a persona for Lil Nas X. It never got paid for it. Wait, was it a persona or a fursuit? It was something fucking substantial. Like, the dude just got a fursuit for free. And and people were not happy about that fact. And just because she was originally voiced by Nathan Lane in The Lion King, but I swear Timon's animation is so much fruitier. I believe it. Well, come on, Sled Panic. Let me get Sweet Bean. I believe his team offered to a lowball thing, and then once it was brought to his attention, he offered to pay it properly, but the artist just wanted controversy. Okay, so it's kind of it's the fucking what happened with not Chibi Doki, Doki Bird, where like there was an artist, like the PC artist situation. Even hydrate. Quick question: you reach into a woodworker / stonemason / carpenter's pocket. What would you pull out? Probably a measuring tape. That'd be my initial thought. Of like, if you know, they would either keep it in their pocket. Like, I think in terms of things that they would keep in their pocket, measuring tape is probably up there. That's the one thing that isn't on the table. I was thinking, but I was also thinking that one. I mean, the problem is there's not really like maybe a compass. I could see like a compass for like, you know, like figuring out the logistics of like, you know, cuts in advance. Maybe a ruler if they need a straight line, like, you know, basically it's a, you know, it comes, it's slightly, you know, it's slightly worse for like a lot of things, but it does, you know, offer a straight edge, which is nice for a lot of things. What is a kiki anyway? Is this the kind of thing I want the answer to? Like, yeah, that's bad of his team to kind of try to abuse his popularity to try getting stuff for cheap. They're not really that surprising with PR people. Oh, absolutely. She literally just told you what a kiki is. I wasn't paying attention. What is a kiki? I wasn't paying attention. Restart the music? Okay, sure. This is gay education. What is it? Is it, did I miss it? Do I need to go even further back? Do you not restart? I'm fucking. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to listen to the entire fucking song again. Okay. Okay, so it's a party for talking shit. Yeah, I do that occasionally. Ballroom culture. Event party. But that would make you the sussy baka imposter. I will say, I didn't watch the entirety of the Summer Game Awards, but I did watch the part where the the Among Us people got on stage and did a skit, and the fucking the sheer the sheer silence from the audience, I feel like could kill a small Victorian child. Time to get HBO Plus. Oh my god, now. It just makes me think Bayonetta doing runway walks in various outfits. Crystalline wants to describe a personality a personality changing silence is so real, actually. Also, Chris, but no, like, I was watching it, I'm like, what? It was such, it felt like such a fucking artifact from like an older time period. If like that fucking that thing belonged in a museum, not because it was good, but because it feels like the perfect encapsulation of the Among Us like craze. Yeah, I feel like the entire wing is just incidentally like very hidden. Just by nature of the way I've drawn this thing. It's just one wing bear. Doot, 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 doot. What the fuck? A grande familia du metal? System of a Down featuring Dudu Nobre? Nice from the tabletops. Whoa. La 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 la. Ooh. To a party, have a real good time. What the fuck is this? I think I need to make the wings smaller. Art, it's definitely the something of all time. Amazing. Who requested this banger song? This one's Oceano's fault. This is fucking stupid. My culture. I mean, listen, I also grew up on a System of a Down. Okay. Merge with the layer below. The System of a Down more grande familia. Okay. That makes more sense. Well, we're passing the flip test. I'm sorry, I got lost in the sauce for a moment. Listen, one of the few joys I get during the artistic process is flipping the canvas to the music. Which is a reminder, I actually probably should disable raids in. Because we are, you know, in the last 20 minutes. Let's see. Okay. There was something I was gonna do. There's something that I still needed to do yet on this. I'm not sure what I clicked, but now I see quick mod options on every chat message. Neat way to get myself in trouble. I mean, did you enable like 7TV or you know, because like there, you know, that is a feature that it offers. Let's see. It does take a little getting used to. You know, when I enabled those options, I definitely had a bad habit of timing people out by accident. Okay, so we got the glasses left. Does he got a tail? He does not have a tail. This is a bear without tail. Tailless burr. Okay, how do the classes work? Okay, they cover the entire eye from the looks of it. Okay. They're about as big as the eye. I haven't changed those options on my end, but well, time to play with it for sure. Wait, no, what's up? ¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Estás bien? Okay. I'm gonna do the glasses in the new layer. Because, I feel like I gotta fuck around with these a little bit. Like, the glasses I feel like never come as easily as I would hope they do. Because, like, glasses are a very common, like little bit of, like, visual design. Like, it's a very, very common thing for people to want. Not a fan of the current or next hour's genre at Club Fin, so I'm just taking a break from virality. That's fair. I can't imagine listening to like multiple hours of techno though. That definitely seems like I would very quickly lose my mind. It's currently progressive metal. Got to grow up on classics 2000 Euro scene techno. I grew up on a very eclectic mix, mostly because I didn't have CDs, but I listened to my families, and every single family member had a different taste in music. My sister loved emo boy bands. My brother was a big fan of metal. My dad liked dad rock, and my mom was a big fan of like soft rock. In my own time, I've kind of developed a taste for EDM. Back when techno was a valid label, nobody uses it anymore because it's just subgenres now. Yeah, that's fair. The only genre I don't like is niche genre, that being nerdcore. I enjoy basically every genre. The only things I really struggle with are there's certain types of rap that I'm not the biggest fan of. Usually, yeah, I've struggled with it a little bit until I discovered Kendrick Lamar, who I adore his style. Like the TV Off. Is a fucking banger. And then the other one that I really struggle with, and I have no interest in trying to like enjoy that one, pop country. I fucking hate pop country. I've heard it also referred to as not Frankfurt country, but like we can handle most genres by bird on country music. I just don't fucking like it. I don't give a shit. Like it's just so much pandering. I like country music. I love when country music tells, like, because country music in my mind is very much a storytelling genre. But there's no story to tell if your entire fucking song is about Like, you know, is about like, oh, you know, I'm going drinking, the clay between your toes, fucking tractors. It's like this. You don't have a story to tell. This is just fucking pandering to people who don't understand the appeal of their own fucking favorite genre. What was the other? There's a term I've heard for it, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like not Frankfurt country, Tennessee country. What's the capital of Tennessee? Notorious B.I.G. You got me into some good hip hop, but I love Notorious B.I.G. Oh, that's speaking of fucking wild shit that happened at the game, the summer games fest. Fucking the Let Tupac arrest, man.
Rats. Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
It's me, popular country singer. You know what I love? Jesus, guns, my truck and drinking. What I don't like, my wife, minorities and my wife's boyfriend.
That's basically how every country song sounds to me nowadays. Like, you are joking, but also. Let's see. Merge selected layers. Here's one I like from Shalem. Oh, well, I actually don't think we're gonna get through all the queue tonight. Oh, never mind. We're fine. We got like 10 minutes left. We got time for like one more song, I think. Someone had Tupac as an emote for Skyfox, and then someone else had the same emote to Whiskey. Just like, come on, man. Like, I know the entire reason you fucking got Snoop Dogg was to go up there and be like, oh, it's not disrespectful because the estate of Tupac Shakur is cool with it. I don't fucking really care. It still looks like really shitty from like my perspective. Like the only, and like, also like, you know, Snoop Dogg is something of a fucking poser nowadays as well. Most fucking pathetic, you know, will do anything for money because he's got nothing going for him anymore. I do not like Snoop Dogg, if that's not, you know, incredibly apparent.
Rats. Where the rats?
When are we getting popular country songs talking about their hatred of pronouns and gender-neutral bathrooms? Speaking of gender-neutral bathrooms, my favorite gender-neutral bathrooms are Margaret Thatcher's grave and Ronald Reagan's grave.
Happy Ronald Reagan's died again. Happy anniversary of Ronald Reagan passing away. Hell yeah. This is good shit. Snoop Dogg is a Metallica tier sellout. Absolutely. He's been a poser for 2 decades. Absolutely. 100%. Rest in piss, Reagan. You know, we give Reagan a lot of shit, but he did a couple of good things. Like, for example, this is true. During Pride Month, he died. Clap, 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 golf clap. There we go. I'm moving for another great banger for June. I mean, did we? When did what's his face die last year? Henry, fucking, I can't remember his name. I just know him as a fucking monster. Henry Kissinger. Did he die in June? I hope he died in June. It would have been funny. If we, you know, Gay Wrath took another one. I almost forgot the mustache. Oh, fuck. Hold up. How are we going to work the mustache in here? Fun fact, even, even if famous and powerful homophobes died outside of June, the day they die will become a gay holiday. Good point. Hybrid Guy decided to rewatch the ending of Evangelion, maybe realize the furries aren't the weirdest fandom. What was it about it that tipped you off? Was it the fact that the first scene is the main character jacking off over someone's unconscious body? Anita Bryant. Why did I hear Evangelion plot points? Because someone, Cornflake Girl apparently, or no, Eagle Jalapeno. Sorry, you both have red names. Apparently is experiencing Evangelion for the first time. I like how that's just like a generally accepted upon like, like this is Evangelion in a nutshell. Yes, but also the angels moaning seductively while being impaled. Oh yeah, the creams geometrically for Ralmiel. The entire thing is very like, I think the term is like psychosexual.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
My favorite Eva character is that white-haired boy who shows up for like one episode, unlocks a new skill for Shinji, confused homosexual thoughts, then begs for Shinji to kill him at the end of the episode.
The gay
Something
piano
which
scene.
Shinji obliges.
Well, I learned a new term today. Yeah. You're welcome. I like to think my streams are very educational, derogatory. There we go. This is Starky. Your streams are like a cursed D&D item. The more you interact with it, the more minus it and minor wisdom penalties you get to your streams are the opposite of educational. Shut up. You're not wrong. You are correct. But also rude. Here, let me check. Starky being a lich makes sense. I'm never near respect here. I don't know why I try. There we go. Nose looking like this. Was it a Hythlodius? You're not wrong. I mean, to be fair, I think I'm gonna be done. I'll like probably do a little bit of touching up when I pick it like back up before I line it. But I feel like for like 3 hours of work, this sketch coming from like this initial. Oh my god, my style has actually improved substantially. Because this is what Locke's sketch started out as. This is where Astral's is. In fact, the object that is Starky's phylactery is an object that rhymes with mad wagon. Persistence is it's hammering together. Persistence is coming together. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and save this here. If the okay, it didn't like disappear the little dot that was an indicator of like, oh yeah, you're it's like we haven't saved shit. Hold up. I have too many windows open. I need to fix this about myself. I need to fix this about my life. All right. Let's see who's live. Thank you for hanging out. That's not the right playlist. There we go. I may eventually request Orb again to see it. I mean, if you, I will. I don't necessarily. I won't. I don't think I'll redraw old orbs. But like, I guess if you redeem it again and have a secondary Sona, or you just want to, see how it looks in the new form, like the new art, like see how I progress, then I guess it would, Hollow Knight music heard. I adore Hollow Knight. This is my usual like wrapping up stream audio. Let's see who's live. Let's see. So we've rated over to Pronzo. Let's see. We've rated over to Bran relatively recently. Goodness gracious, there's a lot of people live right now. I guess to be fair, I am following like 4 digits worth of people, but also. Actually, you know what? How long have they been going? Because we could rate over to Rough and Rowdy. Have they been going? Okay, 2 hours. Yeah, they'll. My usual is like if they've been going for longer than 3 hours, that's usually like my point where I'm like, I don't know. So here, my weekend plans are dying of syphilis, so my weekend is pretty booked up. Understandable. Rough and Rowdy are both they are playing. Let's see, what's it called? Play Up. That's it, with Animal Kingdom, and it looks like I don't recognize the bear, but I recognize them. I just don't know the name. But yeah, I'll start rating over Rough and Rowdy. Make sure that. Perfect. If this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Code Internet, variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly we play indie games over the last 2.5 years. Been learning some arts. If you'd like to see that, feel free to stick around. I have a Blue Sky where I post art I make, art they get commissioned, general ramblings, all that good stuff. I need to probably like update because I don't think I have a socials command, but I did update because fucking the software ended up adding AI, so I'm no longer a link tree, but we do have a card, so that's good. But yeah, we got a YouTube like that's on the VODs there, see what all I've been up to, see the artistic progress. I've got everything up there from like the very first time I've touched a tablet and a pen. So, you know, you get to, if you want to see how far we've came, then that is the place to see it all. We got the Blue Sky, feel like, or no, or did those two things. Coffee sponsorship with discount code StarkyMorph over at Dragon Roast Coffee. Get 10% off, support stream, help support channel. Really, really good quality coffee. I highly recommend it. We have also a Discord if you'd like to pop in there. So Sweet Beans, see the question on the Sweet Beans post. All right, I'm gonna send you all over. These two are very, very sweet. I highly recommend it. And also, the game they're playing has some chat interaction. So if you want comfy vibes, I think this will be the perfect place for y'all. I love you guys so much. We will be getting back to the normal schedule next